Earthlings. It's November 30th, day 40, and we are very tired. I haven't played badminton in a while, and it just takes a lot out of me because I push my body to the absolute limit. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, when you run at full speed and then, like, to get a shot, and then you have to stop and, like, go to the next shot, like, it's like full fast twitch muscles plus motivation plus excitement plus passion for the game, and you just go. Like the way I describe it when I play is like, I think I was a dog in a past life, so when I just see that bird, I just go. Like, I don't think about it, but my body pays for it the next day. It's like 12 p.m. So y'all remember that nice mechanic that pulled over? His name is Alex, in Bosnia, and helped me like get my bike rolling. He called his father-in-law. And his father-in-law called this motorcycle mechanic, and they all like came out on the street from their homes and helped me. He's actually in Serbia, and he asked me if I want to have lunch with his wife and him at their home. So I'm going, because that's hella wholesome. So let's go. Woo! Bring this pineapple. Isn't this funny? What is happening? Ah! Where are we going? Well, at least it's a paved road. Okay, we just left Alex's family's house, and that was such a wholesome experience. I'm gonna ride home and, well, home to the hostel, then I'll do a little video summary of my experience. Rode past it when I was first coming to Belgrade, and I was like, oh, I really want to go there, but I've been a bit running around and doing my own thing, and when I come to the badminton gym, it brings me to here. The universe always gives you what you want. Okay, so I want to talk about having dinner with Alex and his family, which is his wife and daughter, and it was such an interesting experience. Like, you know, when you have this idea of how something will turn out in your head, like you have this vision of it, and then it doesn't really turn out the way you thought it would. Well, that's kind of what happened. I was like, oh, like Alex speaks kind of like broken English, and like maybe his wife doesn't speak it at all, and then he'll have to like translate for us or something. Like, that's kind of how I thought the interaction would go. But then I walked in and she was like, hello. And I was like, what's going on? And so they have a super interesting story. She actually lived in New York for like 10 years with her previous husband, and that's how, like, I don't know, some of their, not customs, but just like habits, I guess, are a bit more Americanized in the way they eat. So I was thinking like, oh, like before I got there, like, I'm gonna eat all this traditional Serbian food, which I don't know what it is, and they will be able to explain it, like that type of interaction. But once I told like I messaged Alec before, like, oh, I'm mostly vegetarian, like I don't eat spicy, like that type of thing. The food they cooked was really healthy, and yeah, they were just telling me about themselves, and they live like a totally, well, they do the best they can, like healthy, organic, homemade lifestyle. Like they were showing me all the things they make themselves. Like they pickle vegetables and they grow their own fruits and vegetables, and they make like jams, and what else? Like a lot of the food they make is like from scratch. So it's just like, oh, is everyone, you're different right here? Like not everyone thinks the way that you guys do. And they're like, I mean, they even like buy their own green coffee beans, roast them, and hand grind them. So like, and I was like, why do you do that? And they're like, well, sometimes they add peas to the coffee ground mix you buy in the store, and so the quality is not as good, it doesn't taste as good, and people just want to, you know, maximize volume and diminish quality when they sell it. And so they want to know exactly what is in their food, where it comes from. And so that was just very interesting. Like I never thought I would have had that interaction with someone out here. Like you, like let's explain this. I wouldn't call it ignorance, but I would say like, how do I explain it? Like, it's just not something I expected from a developing country to care that much, because there is a stereotype like, oh, like vegetarians only choose to not eat meat because it's a privilege, but when you're in a poor country, like you don't have a choice, so you just do the worst thing possible for your body and your life. But that's not true. I think humans are extremely intelligent, and no matter what wealth range you live in, you have a choice of how you live. Like, not per se like, oh, I can eat gluten-free organic, like in the worst part where food's not even available, or like fresh water's not available, but there is some conscientiousness to a choice of the decisions you make, how you live your life. So that was really interesting to me. And as far as like how I felt, like it felt really good being in their home. Like it was freezing outside, it was like 37 degrees riding there, and it's even more cold in the countryside. And when I walked in, it was just like a wall of warm. Like the fireplace was going, like a kid's TV show was on, and all this food was cooking, and it just felt really good. So I'm just so thankful. And then I was asking Alex, like, oh, I broke like both my side mirrors, like when I dropped my bike left and right. And he's like, oh, I know, I saw. I'm like, thanks. I'm like, okay, where do you know where I can get like replacements? And he's like, oh, my neighbor might have some. I saw 2 bikes there last year. So he like calls his neighbor multiple times, and he doesn't pick up. And then he like, I'm like, do you have something like a salvage yard or Craigslist for motorcycles out here? And he's like, we have that for cars, but maybe not for motorcycles. Like those parts get used 50 times before they're like actually just thrown away. So he like finds a place in Novi Sad for me, and they're so much cheaper than in the motorcycle store I stopped at. It was like $40 euros versus like $5 euros. So I'm gonna head that way once I go to the geothermal spa tomorrow. I'll show you guys. It's a long trip, but I really want to do it. Yeah, so he like sent me the link, and he's like, let me show you my garage. Dude, this man has every single tool for every single trade imaginable. Carpentry, electrician, plumbing, automotive, woodworking, painting. Like, I was just like, wow, this looks like a museum. It was really cool. He even has like a trench underground to work under cars when the car like rolls on top of it. I was like, what the heck? Like, did you make this yourself? He's like, yeah, I built it. I was like, this guy is like a jack of all trades. So went home and then I played badminton and I'm super achy from it. I was planning to go up hella north to do a day trip, but I just woke up too late because I want to leave really early, just because of how cold it gets when the sun drops. So yeah, just wanted to summarize my interaction with Alex and his family.